up, my YouTube people? Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Thought I'd give you a quick look at at my flock, and how big these dang turkeys are. Little buggers are huge. But anyways, I hope you're having a good day today. It's a kind of cloudy day today, warmer than it was yesterday. As that fall weather is starting to move in, which means cold crap is on the way, which I'm not too fond of. But anyways, this isn't a rant video. Today we are going to be building something rather than cooking something. Last couple Tuesday videos I've been cooking something. But today I finally need to get to this project that I keep putting off. And that is to build a shelf for some of my trinkets. Because every trip we go on, there's a 7-Eleven that we go into, and they have little stone creatures that I tend to get every time we go in. I get a different one every time. And I've got a lot now, so I need to build a shelf for them all to fit on. So, let's go in the garage and build a shelf. So this is the wood I'm going to be using to build my shelf. It's free wood, so I'm not complaining. I was going to cut that off, but I think I'll save it. It kind of makes the shelf unique. And it's really pretty wood. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's kind of got a red hue to it. I think on the camera it looks a little more yellow. But yeah, it was used for other projects, but my dad brought it home for my projects. So the shelf is going to be that long by that wide. Good measurements, right? And then this is going to be the underneath part of the shelf. Well, not this side. This end, because it's prettier. It's got some grays and blues in it. It's really pretty. Not complaining, free wood. But the first thing we need to do is to cut this board to length, which would be this part, the part that sits against the wall, to help keep it sturdy. So we're going to measure those and cut those real quick. Now you could just take your tape measure and measure like this the width of your boards, but there is an easier route. You take the board we're going to be using as the bracer. We're going to stack the shelf on top. Make sure the back of the shelf is to the edge of this wood, and all we're going to do is mark it. Now we're going to take it over to the circular saw, cut it real quick, and then I'll use that one as a template because it's the same width on both sides. And then we'll have our pieces, and we'll start putting this together. So let's go to the circular saw. So there we go. We got our two end pieces together. This is the prettier side. Sorry, you can't even see what the heck I'm doing. This is the prettier side. I don't know how well you can see, but it's got like some grays and some blues and even an eye on it. Same with this one. It's got some reds and grays in here. I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera. Got sawdust all over you. But that's the prettier side that'll stick out. So when you're walking up to it, you'll see the prettier side. Not that side, that side. No, that side's not cool. That's the side we're going to use. But before we go doing that, I want to bevel the edge just a little bit to make a nice design, so when it's sitting here you see like the rounded scalloped edge. Oh, sorry. The rounded scalloped edge right here when it's sitting like that. Okay, let me grab my stuff and we'll do that real quick. Okay, I'm just going to use this. I'm not quite sure what it goes to. I think it goes to fencing or something. Doesn't matter. But we're going to line it up on the corner that's going to be on the bottom, not the top that attaches to the shelf. Because I think this one will be on this side, like this. So we want to kind of bevel this corner right here. Which we're just going to lay our, suppose you call it a template. So it just covers that much. What do I do with my pencil? There it is. Okay, not quite sure where I left off. Got distracted. But we're going to use this as a template. We're just going to line it up on both sides as best as possible. Give it a good mark. Like so. And then we're going to go cut this little Dorka corner off. And then we're going to take it, lay it over the top of this one, mark it, do the same thing, and then so that way both sides will match. And then we're almost done with this project. We may sand the ends a little bit just to make them prettier, maybe round over the corners. But let's go cut this real quick. As you can tell, I've got that roughed cut. I just used the circular saw. Now I'm going to take it over to the sander and try and sand out and make it an even curve. So it'll sit just like that. So there we go. We got that all nicely rounded over. Now I'm going to take that other piece, mark it, do the same thing, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, we got both sides cut now. Now the next step is to kind of bevel over the edge. I can get it right. There we go. Bevel over the edge so it's not such a sharp edge all the way around. I'm going to show you how I did that on this one. So there we go. Looking good so far. So now let's go put it together. Okay, now that we got everything cut and sanded to somewhat the way I want it, we're going to run some glue down the strip of this board, flip them over, stick them together, and start attaching the wall pieces. Don't need a lot of glue, just enough to hold them together, because we're going to use the gimp gun to put the ends on. So now we're just going to flip the whole thing over, make sure everything's all lined up as best as possible, of course. There, we're going to take these These end pieces, make sure we have the pretty side out. Line them up. Yes, it is a little short from the... You can't even see. Sorry about that. Did it again. Now, it is a little short from the end. That's because we sanded. It's okay, just as long as the back end is straight and flush. So I'm going to put a clamp on this bottom piece real quick, and we'll start attaching the ends. Okay, now that we got that in place, you can see it is wanting to bow a little bit. I'll just loosen the clamp so it lays flat like it's supposed to. Yeah, it's just there to hold it in place in case I move parts. So again, we're going to make sure that this is sitting pretty much where we want it. Do the same thing on the other side, tack them in place, and go from there. Now I am going to put a little bit of glue on here, just for extra security. Now if any comes squishing through, you can just wipe it off with a damp rag. It'll work. I'm going to use this as a spacer at the end, so that way I have the same space at the end on both sides. So I'm going to line this piece up with the edge, put this piece towards the back, line it up with the back, set it in just like that, and we're going to staple it from the bottom. Just gotta make sure everybody's all lined up right. Then we're gonna come up from the bottom and give it a quick staple. The same thing on this side, and when we go to flip it over, we'll do it one more time just to make sure everything's going to stay put. So there's that one. As you can see, it's pretty well in place. So now we're going to do the other side the same way. When I get that done, I'll bring it back and show you the finishing touch steps. Whatever. So there is the finished product. Came out a bit nicer than I expected. Now I am going to take the gimp gun, staple gun, whatever the heck you want to call it, and give it a couple more staples in here on both sides just to secure it up. Then I'll show you how I'm going to hang this. Just about dropped the camera. Whew, that was scary. About dropped y'all on the floor. I caught you last minute. So here's the end pieces that are going to be touching the wall. There's the beveled edge, and there's that edge. Now, the prettier pieces are facing out. Not too worried about the inside because it's a shelf and barely anybody goes in that room anyways. But it's all secure now and ready to go. So let me show you how I'm going to hang this. Now, what I'm going to be using to hang these to make it easy and not have to find the hole on the back if I were to drill a hole and match it up. And I'm going to use these picture hangers. I had another picture that had extra on it in case it hung the other way. It's never going to hang that way. It hangs the other way. Anyways, not important. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to attach these to the back of the shelf with these self-tapping screws. Although I am going to drill the hole first just to be on the safe side so the wood doesn't split. But I'm going to place them on the back of the shelf. This is the front of the shelf. The back of the shelf, just like that. If the camera will focus. Just like that. Pretty much. And then run some screws or some nails in the wall and hang it. And then we're done with this project. So let me attach these real quick. And we'll take it inside and we'll hang it. Now when you are attaching these, you don't want to go too far down because then it'll bump it out from the wall. You want to come up a little bit, so that way it'll somewhat stay flush with the wall, flat with the wall. So you want to come up, bring it up just a little bit, and then it'll be somewhat flat to the wall. So we're going to set it just about like that, and then drill the hole. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then attach them. Yes, these are self-tapping screws, but I thought to be on the safe side, I'll pre-drill the holes just to make sure that the wood doesn't split. Yeah, these screws are a little bit of overkill. They're a little long, but rather be safe than sorry. I don't want it to fall off the wall. Okay, I got both hangers in place. Now just need to grab some more screws. I know you didn't see me putting the other one in place, but it's in place. Going to grab some more screws and we'll take this inside and hang it up and start putting our stuff on the shelf. Just a quick note, I know that that's sticking up and it's going to make it push away from the wall. So I'm just going to hammer it down just a little bit because this shelf is going to stick a little bit away from the wall because of the thickness of the screw and the photo hanger. But I'm going to bend that down a little bit. Did the same thing on the other side. So that way it will be somewhat flush to the wall now. So let's grab some screws and head inside. Okay, we're back here in the pups room, the bunny room, the ready room. It's got so many names now. But we are going to be putting it up here on the wall. That is a poster I made of a picture I took during the winter of one of our trips. I have another one. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it. It's just like that one. But anyways, I think I'm going to move the poster over on that side and put the shelf right there. So let me move this poster real quick. So I got that poster moved. It was only up there with some poster putty. I did, as I said before, make 2 of those. I was going to send one to my brother, but I chickened out. So now I'm stuck with 2 of them. Yeah. Because I didn't think it was that good. But anyways, let's get back to hanging this shelf. I think it's going to go about right there. So that way I can still get to the aquariums down below. Yes, there is a bigger shelf above it, but I need this one for my trinkets and stuff. So I think that's about where it's going to go. Let me get one screw at least in place real quick, and then I'll show you how I'm going to level this out. Okay, the simplest way I'm going to use to level this without an actual level, I don't feel like running back out to the garage, I've got one of the pups' balls up there. Now as you can see, it's only running forward. Again, that's because of the hangers I used. It's slightly pitched forward, but that's okay. That's why we made the arms to go underneath. But as you can see, it is not going left or right. Oh, it's finally deciding to sit still. I must have it just perfect. I'm not touching it at all. It's not rolling to the right. It's not rolling to the left. So that shelf is semi-level. Probably not perfectly level, but it's good enough to where my stuff won't fall off. So I'm going to mark that hole over there on the wall, drill it into place, and I'll show you some of my trinkets after I get them on the shelf. So there's my shelf, all done. I got all my little trinkets up there. As you can see, there's a lot of them, and they're all stone handmade trinkets, little thingies. That kitty cat is the last one I got. Yes, there are doubles of some things. It's just because they were so cool, like that bighorn sheep right there. That one was really cool, even though I had another one that's sitting right next to it. And then all the different little piggies, the chickens, all kinds of stuff, even whales, birdies, turtles, 2 different kinds of turtles, some toads, some lizards, some buffalo, bears, my wolves, even a bug, a ladybug. So yeah, who knows what kind of trinket I'm going to get this week. I even have a hedgehog. That is right there. So that is my shelf build. I hope you enjoyed watching me build this shelf for all my little breakable trinkets. I have a bunch more there, so I'm going to grab one every time I go, like I have been. And now I got a nice shelf to put them all on. A nice, somewhat fancy shelf. So, I'm going to end this video. Hold on, all the pups just... There they are. Got them back in here. Here's the cute little pups. Thought I'd show them real quick. And here is Lola, my mama bunny. And then that's one of her kiddos right there. And then that's the other kiddo right there. Now, yes, they are separated. It was time they needed to be weaned and on their own anyways. They've about doubled in size since I got them. I did not get them to breed bunnies and do all that stuff. I just got them because these cages were empty and I wanted something cute and fluffy. And these were just the right size and thing I was looking for and price. And one of them's a boy. I believe it's that one. I think that one's the boy because he thumps a lot. And they are all potty trained. I potty trained them all. Now Lola was already potty trained, so these ones just had to catch on. But yeah, I believe that one's the little boy. I don't have names for the kids yet. But eventually. Oh, and they're super sweet. And that's Lola. Okay, so let me end this video. Figure out what the pups are doing. There they are. There's the pups. And back over here again. So, to end this video, leave a comment down below on what you liked about this video and what you thought of the shelf. How you think I did on the shelf. Hey, and don't forget to find the hidden squirrel. There was a hidden gray squirrel in here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. Again, leave a comment down below on what you liked about this video and what you thought of my shelf build. Thanks for watching Just What I Do Today. Please subscribe and whack the like button. And I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Right, Bear? Right, Bear? Say thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and there is going to be a money and merch giveaway when I hit 2,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out on some money and merch. Now, there is some stipulations to that. You do have to be subscribed to my channel. And leave a comment on a video once in a while. You don't have to leave a comment on all of them, but leave a comment once in a while. Thumbs up the video. Whack the like button, as I say. And you'll be in the running for the money and merch giveaway. But I have to hit 2,000 subscribers. I am not giving the money away until I hit 2,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out on some money. So please subscribe. Again, whack the like button, and I'll see you next time on Just What I Do. I am going to make a video about that contest. So keep a lookout for that video. And I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far. Right, pups? Yeah. Right, pups? There he is. Big Bear. Little honey. Alright, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.